how to beat everyone in 2026. This video comes from the bottom of my heart. It's like 2 a.m. here. I'm making this because I just got pissed off. I'm like, do your morning journal routines. People are not talking about the actual stuff. In this video, I'm going to talk about stimulants, energy. You can name it. I'm going to talk about it, like all aspects of your life. Because first of all, this has helped me scale 50K a month and also helped a lot of entrepreneurs that I know personally in my circle. People who are worth like 7-figure, 8 figures, and I've learned from them. So this is going to be like high level stuff and like super productive people. And also, I'm not some dweeb, right? I go to the gym. I do heavy lifts. So it's also about health. It's not just about getting, being like a fat guy telling you this information. So you can check out my other videos where I have like kind of shown my physique. But all this stuff which I'm about to tell you is coming from the bottom of my heart. It's like a big bro talking to you. And if you really want to win, listen to it. And of course, I'm going to talk about health stuff as well. None of this is medical advice. Do it at your own risk, but I'm going to tell you how you win. So first of all, doing yoga in the morning, meditating in the morning, going for a run in the morning, it's all gay. It's completely gay. Let me tell you why it's so gay. I've tried it all. I've tried cold showers. I've tried running. I've tried calming, yoga, all that sort of health eccentric stuff. It does not work. And the reason why it does not work is because your minds get tricked. It's like, hey, we have done the cold showers. We have done the running. We have done the yoga. So now why would we sit there and focus on the actual ROI inputs? Why would we do the content calls? Why would we take the sales call when we have done our yoga, shower, and running? See, like your brain runs on efficiency and your brain runs on trying to preserve energy. Energy is always trying to preserve. We live in a century where energy is abundant, but your mind is still primitive. It still thinks it needs hunting to have food. It still thinks that energy is not something abundant. You can't eat more. So what it does is that, hey, we have done all this morning routine stuff, so now we're not going to work. Now, this guy right here, Mark Zuckerberg, right, in his Gap hoodie will beat 99% of this health people stuff, right? And also, when Brian Johnson, all these people are talking about their health and stuff, these people have already made it. He sold his company for like almost $1 billion. Like he has made it in life. That's why he's doing all this routine stuff. So that's the key. And you are in the trenches. You have to work. You have to look for mental efficiencies. You have to find ways that nobody's doing it. That's why I'm even making this video. Now I'm going to tell you the best routine and probably what even I do every single day is just wake up and work. Like literally just pick up your laptop and just start working. Because that is the easiest way you can actually get your mind to love it. Because this is just gonna like there's no time delay now. Maybe you go out, you get some sun in your eyes, okay? That's all good. But this is just like, okay, we wake up, we work. Like your brain will get trained on it. Try it for a week, okay? Try it for a week. If you don't like it, if you want to add a little bit of stuff, you can do it. But literally just wake up, look at some sun if you can. Of course, it's winter start now. But look at some sun, you wake up and just work, right? That's the best way to do it. And waking up time, that depends on you, your work. I'm not going to talk about that because that is like super different. Some days I'll like sleep 4 hours. Some sleep I'll like 7. And I sleep around like 7 to 6 hours a day, not more than that, because like that's me. But maybe you sleep more or less. That depends on you. That's completely on you. But what I do is I literally wake up, gratitude that I woke up, pick up my phone, start working, and just literally take some carbs, take a coffee, and just work, lift and work. That's pretty simple. I just go to the gym. And the reason why I go to the gym is because when I wake up, I have the wraths of the gods. I feel kind of pissed off in the morning. I don't want to talk to people that much. And I'm just like, I just want to get things done. And gym is one of those things where I enjoy it, but it's also that I don't want to do it after like in between my work sets because I'm deeply focused on my tasks, or I don't want to like have the ability to just like get out and just like go in. That just does not make any sense for me. Lifting in the morning is the best thing for me. Okay, so that works super well. Now another thing I'm going to talk about is stimulants. Stimulants is key. Now nobody's going to tell you this. The US government has spent 90K on modafinil, modafinil, right? Like literally on the White House has done it. They both came out, and I have not taken this, but I am considering it. Its lifetime is like 12 hours, like 15 hours, and it's just like a smooth caffeine. Let's say you are drinking caffeine. The effects are like caffeine, right? You feel awake. It's a waking kind of like agent. So you just basically take it and then you just feel good for like 12, 15 hours, defocus. I have not tried it, but you guys can look into it if you feel sleepy in the afternoon, if you feel sluggish, if you feel like low energy. You can check it out. This is not medical advice, by the way. None of it is. It's do it at your own risk. You can try even more. This is not Adderall, by the way. A lot of people think like this is Adderall, like makes you. I've never taken it, but I've heard from people who have taken a lot more than Adderall. Let's just say, and Adderall has like crashes and stuff. Modafinil doesn't. You can build up tolerance, but of course you can like tweak it around, do all that stuff. Do it at your own risk. But of course, stimulants are key because energy is everything. Energy is what makes rich people rich. Trump, people think, oh, he just eats McDonald's and Coca-Cola and he just has genetics. No, that guy is on IV. He's on IV of bunch of stuff. And you can check that out online. People talking about it. A lot of rich people, they just literally inject IVs of stuff into their veins trying to compete, because when you're working, this is what you have to understand. Your mind is super powerful. And if you're going to solve problems, take a bunch of stress every single day, you need to be a mental athlete. You can't just take a normal diet like everybody does. When you are training for any sports, any sort of competition, you take a diet that no one does. And same as for entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurs are mental athletes. And that's the reason why I take 800 to almost 1100 milligrams of caffeine a day. Now, of course, this is a lot. I'm a beast. Stimulants is really I'm like super insensitive to them. That's why I take a lot. Last time I took like 14 milligrams of like nicotine patches at 5 a.m. with 400 milligrams of caffeine. I thought I was dying. So I didn't take any nicotine after that. But it's on you. You can try out Zyn, try stuff out. Of course, I'm not saying, like go OD on it, but research. Talk to AI about it. Talk about your weight, your durability, how you have your experience with stimulants, and then go into it. Because if you don't have energy, you're not going to win. A guy who's going to sit there and work for like 5 hours with complete focus is going to literally just bust your ass. That's the truth. And there are people like me and other people who work for 12 hours a day on this much caffeine and that much energy and are producing at a rate that nobody can compete. So you have to see that. You're competing with people. And of course, I'm not saying to sacrifice your health. And the biggest way you can kind of measure the negative effects is check your strength. I train for strength. I don't train for, doing like looking or aesthetics. That's a byproduct. I train for strength. Right now, my score is like 100 kilos for like, I don't know, like 2 reps, 1 reps. That's what I like did the max. Usually I did 90. And my body weight is kind of low. Of course, I'm like training back into it. My max was like 120. My barbell rolls around like 100 as well, like 225 pounds. So that's like kind of my stuff, okay? But strength is key. If you feel that your strength is going down when you're taking a lot of these stimulants and you're trying your health out, something is wrong. Because your body is like, the strength is the first thing that just deteriorates. Have you seen in the gym when you get sick, the first thing is your bench press will just go down like to the drain? Why does this happen? Because strength is key, okay? So the second thing I'm going to talk about is doing a PR every single day, okay? I try to do 1 PR every single day. Now, I do like weighted dips, weighted pull-ups, like high intensity and low volume. You can lift it could be a lateral raise, okay? It could be anything. Try to PR in reps or in weight every single day so it builds up your mentality and you're able to work like a king, like a yes. That's why I work in the morning. I'm like, okay, got a PR done. Now I'm going to crush the day. Now good things are going to happen. Boom. And that's going to lead me to another point, which is never, ever, goon. If you're my little brother watching, this is the most destructive activity ever. I did this for a long time when I was younger. I found it super healthy, by the way. And this is kind of like embarrassing talking, but like I'm just gonna talk it out. Never do it. This stuff is extremely bad. I have like left it for like almost like a year now. Like, and of course, like if you relapse or something happens, you're trying, that's good. But I would literally just please don't do it. You are literally effing yourself. No pun intended. You are literally effing yourself. You have low energy. Your frequency is low because you have low energy, because frequency is nothing but time duration upon, I think, the waves that come in. Yeah. And low drive. I would much rather have you bang like something like this, like the Gorlog Destroy, whatever her name is. No offense to her. But bro, I would much rather go this route than actually just, like gooning. Because it's so bad. It's literally the worst thing you can do for yourself. And the reason is because the universe will not trust you. When you are manifesting, when you are out there putting stuff out and you goon, you are betraying yourself and your words. The universe is like, bro, look at this guy, right? Look at this goof. Look at this fool. He's sitting there. He wants X, Y, and Z. He wants to make $100 million, right? And he's out there gooning. Like, and he said he wouldn't goon. So, like, never goon. There's a reason why this guy's a Chad, because he never goons, okay? That's a minion, but you get the point. Never ever goon. That's extremely bad for you. Like, you guys don't understand like how bad it is in terms of your confidence. You can't look people in the eye. Like, I know someone is a gooner when they just can't look me in the eye and shake my hand properly. Like, it's bad. It's not good for you. Of course, now you could be super super young and like, yeah, if you relapse or something here and there, that's all. But that's all right. But you have to try to not do it because, guys, literally my life, and you can hear from 10,000 people. Life gets better when you just stop watching like corn and just stop gooning. It's bad for you. It's just not good. Okay, so stop doing that. Because if you say something, right, and this goes with everything, not just gooning, if you say, I'm going to do 2,000 push ups, for example, right, then you go and do it because it must be done. Because the universe is like, you know what? This guy sticks to his words. He's a good boy. I'm going to give him whatever he wants. And that is super, super key. Now, I'm going to dive into how to actually get tasks done. First and foremost, this is gay. This is super, super gay. Like, I hate time blocking. People talk about it a lot. This might be super, super opposition, but let me tell you something. Life is super contradictory. Life is not going to be A to B. It never is, okay? It's going to be like this, like A, then there's going to be like a C, and then there's going to be like a B. So it's extremely like weird. It's super, super rocky. It's never gonna like come in and just be like, oh, like you get it done. Because what happens is that, let's say, I say I'm going to work at X and Y Z time, and it does not happen. I'm breaking my word again. And that's super, super important, okay? And on top of that, what I'm doing is I'm lowering my confidence on purpose, which is extremely bad anyway. Okay, so never ever do that stuff. That is extremely bad for you because you're doing two things. You're not following your word. That's the first thing. And second of all, you're not basically feeling like the man. You're not feeling confidence inside of yourself. You're not like, oh, I did that stuff. My entire consensus, all the things for the day, is build a checklist and try to finish it before you sleep. I don't care if it takes 4 hours. I don't care if it takes 24 hours, doesn't matter, right? And this is the best way to solve stuff is to basically get a checklist, okay? And have a time asserted for each. It could be 30 minutes, right? Maybe you don't do it. It's fine. It's completely all right, okay? But you try to reach that goal. You try to do it. Maybe you do it at 28, okay? Then you can reduce time. Now you are playing around with time as well, which is super, super key. No one talks about this stuff, guys. This is like me only telling you. You should aim to finish your work faster and also better. Don't drop the quality. The quality should be always up. Do not drop it. But it could be like you taking 30 minutes to write out your scripts and then you do it in 15. And then you go in for 10. You try to max it out. But the quality is the same. The quality should not drop. And you're going to you're going to fail at this hundreds of times. But once you get it right, you're going to be effective and fast. How do you think Elon runs all his companies and does all this stuff? He probably thinks that, okay, I'm going to give myself 10 minutes to solve this entire rocket problem, and I'm going to solve this in 10 minutes, and this is going to get done. And that's how he becomes this super productive guy. And people are like, oh, like, how does he do it? It's this. He's not time blocking his day. He probably doesn't. He has meetings and stuff for the day, but he's not saying that like, oh, at 4:45 I have to eat my lunch, otherwise I'm going to die. Like, nobody does that. Okay. Now, one more thing I will say before ending this thing off is get a whiteboard. Whiteboards like this I have in my background are super, super good. Your thoughts just come out clear, and you can see your goal face to face. I walk in. The reason why it's behind me is because when I walk into my room, I already have written my checklist. I've already written stuff here. So I'm looking at it all the time where I'm like, okay, I have to do this and this. It's staring at me. So it has to get finished, okay? So do that. That's super, super key. And you might be thinking I'm on crack, right? It's 2 a.m. and I have super energy because I just took, I think, 400 milligrams of caffeine. So, but that's the key, right? You have to do these things, okay? The amount of time you spend working does not matter. Again, your sacrifices, your results, your entire input does not matter if you're not reaching to your goal, okay? What matter is you getting the result. It could take you 4 hours to get the results. Good boy. It could take you 14. Good boy here as well. but results matter the most. It does not matter. This does not. All people are like, oh, I'm working for 12 hours a day and I'm also doing this, blah, blah, blah. But they're probably outreaching and doing the most low leverage task. You have to work smart, harder, and better. That's the key, guys. There's AI coming. There's so much stuff that's coming in. The competition is getting harder. And while they go in there, do their all their wishy-washy goo goo gaga, like sitting there doing their mantra, and then on top of that, doing their cold showers, you're sitting there like a G, and just sitting there putting in your wired earphones, lifting heavy in the gym, and getting things done. Because that's the way to win. That's the way you're gonna beat everybody. Now, one last disclaimers I want to make for this video, which is super, super important, is you have to, and this is super key. If you don't do this, everything's gonna fail. Whatever I just told you in this video is just super, super important, which is you have to test and think for yourself. This is super, super key. I do not know what your body type is. I do not know what type where you live. I don't know anything about you, but what I can tell you is if you test and the things that I've said, if you go explore and research about it, you're gonna have good. That's why I didn't tell you what exact amounts or this to take, because I don't know your body type, right? And you have to stop being a child, because we as children are always programmed to be like, hey, what mom is saying, you have to listen to that. What dad is saying, you have to follow that. I think, fuck that. Literally, like you have to think for yourself. Use first principles thinking, which is the closest thing you can get to the truth. Read about the stuff, watch videos on it, ask AI about it when you have a thought. Listen to your gut. If you feel like taking that much caffeine, taking nicotine is not good for you, don't take it. Now, nicotine is good, right? But a lot of people talk about it. My experience was horrendous. I don't want to take it anymore. And nobody convinced me like, hey, it's good. Yeah, I could test it like 2-3 years later down the line, maybe. And that's even a maybe. But for me, it's not good. I know, but for some people, taking 11 grams of caffeine might be extremely bad, okay? So you have to understand things. You have to think these things about. That's why I've given you this general guideline of how you can win. So what do you have to do? Get your energy up. Start working on your actual tasks. Stop being this cold, showery. I just hate the entire space. This cold, showery, esoteric, health, eccentric, all that stuff. Leave that all aside. Work, lift heavy, get stronger, pick a sport, get better in that, and then just do the actual work, because that's going to make you rich. That's going to bring you the most fulfillment, because you don't have like, I can't do these morning routines because it's just like so much stuff before I actually get to the work. Why not just skip all through it? And you will be amazed how your mind can adapt to things and how good is it at basically doing the actual work, okay? And this is how you're going to win. I made this video late at night just for you guys, and I hope you watch it, and we are going to win. We are going to dominate. We are going to crush the competition. Nobody's better than us, and let's get it.